Sup, Dills? J-Dog and L-Dog back, goddammit, in the fucking season room. It's been a while, right?
Yep.
So we're back out here. Just gonna ask the fucking questions as usual, and we're going over the video. Douchey soulfly canoes don't have no bootlegs. You got that right, goddammit. And it's got 1.4K views. And 10 days ago, we're skipping over some videos because I don't know, that's what she likes to do. And I'll just have to remember when I go back backlog videos. And it's got 103 goddamn comments. So let's see what's in there. Let's get digging, devils. What we got?
All right. So the first one is from Terry Dactyl. I love a good pun. Amazing. J-Dog, how often do you get your eyebrows done? Does your wife do them for you? Just curious.
I don't get them done. I just make sure the shit stays fucking cleaned up and I don't look like a fucking unibrow idiot. But
And
no,
I don't touch them at all. He wouldn't let me.
Yeah, but I don't do anything special for them. But anyways, I don't get like no fucking waxing or nothing like that. So.
Sorry. All right, let's see. Kmart Goth says, shit, we got to get J-Dog in a movie.
We know who's shooting.
That's right.
Who's shooting and who's doing what.
Yinzer Chuck, if you could only listen to metal music or work out, lifting, cardio, etc. for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
You
actually don't really listen to a lot of music when you're lifting.
No, but he's saying either listen to metal music or work out.
Oh, or work out. Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Probably the metal music because that was my first passion. And eventually with the working out and stuff, it's going to eventually get to the point I'm not far away from it to where I'm not going to be able to do it to the degree that I want to anyways. I'll always work out and train for just general fitness and stuff. Like as I get older and stuff, I'll probably downsize and just make sure that I just stay lean and mean and just whatever I weigh and whatever size I am, even if it's 170, 60 pounds, whatever, I'll just stay at that and just stay lean year round. No more bulking up and pushing the envelope with shit and whatever weights I can lift. If it's only fucking 135, 185 on the incline or whatever, then fuck it, then that's all I can do. So it'll eventually probably get to that where at that point I'll still train, but it probably won't be as fun and passionate. So the fact that day will come, whether I like it or not, which I won't like it, but I'm aware of it. Metal music, you can listen to that to the day you die if you're 90 years old. And it was my first passion, first love. And at the end of the day, it's what I make a living off of too. So kind of got to be in the loop, you know what I mean? So I would have to go with the fucking metal music. Take that, you know. So I have to go with that.
I agree. This is Scott Tanick's first Metal Dungeon.
Yeah, he's commented a few times. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah.
All right. He says, I've asked questions in several vids, but it seems like you only answer the same 5 people. Not hating, just pointing it out.
I try not to, man. I try to get as much various questions as I can. But yeah, keep asking, goddamn, and ask some good ones.
Oh, he's got a question. Hold on. His question is, any chance of Hell's doing some CD represses of the 2 Impetigo full lengths?
So I talked about this a couple times. It's so we asked Mark to do the 2 albums on those digibooks that we've done before, like the Regurgitation, the Embalmer Emanations. We did the Cultist Goals Coven, like that, and I'm drawing the Necrophagia Season of the Dead is like that. I want to do both albums like that. From what I understand, it was Eric that shot on the email. He said yes, but another label, and I'm pretty sure it's Fuck Off and Die, has some type of repress of both albums. I want to say it was like an LP box set. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it was a CD box set. And he said when that's out and sold out, then yeah, let's do those. He just doesn't want both out at the same time. That's from what I remember being said. And that was about a year ago now, and I still haven't seen no goddamn box set or anything come out, so I'm wondering kind of what the fuck the holdup is. But if it's a vinyl box set, then I guess I kind of understand because we've already been over this. The pressing turnaround times are fucking dog shit in half. But yeah, those CDs definitely need to be remade available, and I want to do LP represses too. So even if it's just a standard repress, maybe a different color of the exact versions we did. Fuck, I don't even remember how many years ago did we even do those fucking LPs. Was that probably around 2008, 7 when we first pressed those? Probably somewhere in that area. So when we did it, it was quite a while ago. And then we repressed them once or twice since then. But even then, the last time we repressed it, it had to have been, fuck, I mean, 9 years ago, 8 years, 10 years ago, something. It was a while ago for sure. So they're definitely due. So even LPs I'd be up for. So all we have been doing is just the cassettes because that's what Mark wanted. So we
got flags too.
Yeah, flags with Dada. We pressed those a couple times too, and I think we have a few left of both designs.
Right. And
Um,
both tapes, we just got a new color, a new
New shell,
shell.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even remember how many different shell colors we done. Might have been more than that.
3, I think.
So
All right. Let's see. Pickle said, I think that's
Pikel,
Pickle, sorry.
yeah, no, I've commented on his name. He's never answered
Well,
me though.
maybe during the house tour, you can see a dumbbell in every room.
No
No
dumbbells here.
dumbbell.
Yeah, we just have because I train at the gym, but we just all we have here is a treadmill. So
All right, this is Stephen Wilkinson. Hi, mate. Check out the band called Age of Agony. They're from Hungary. Not too many people talk about
you
them.
definitely know the name because
Right.
we've had them in stock, and they did a
The CD.
they did a split 7-inch with somebody too, didn't they? I'm forgetting who, but I don't know if I've actually officially listened to them. But I know who you're talking about though. Yes, but I've never. I don't think I ever have listened to them.
All right, this is Ryan Iderza. Jay Dizzle, you and the wifey mentioned your goal. You have to say it.
Ghoulin Addicts.
Gullanatics and Impaled fans. What is your opinion on Necrot? Sorry. Are there any old school style, newer death metal bands that you recommend? Specifically, bands that are up and comers, younger cats that don't include members from past known bands.
You mentioned Skeletal, and there's fucking six. So them, Skeletal was a bunch of young bucks that, or at least I'm pretty sure they're young bucks that I recommend. Yeah, just
They look pretty young.
yeah. They're from France. I mean, they've been around a little while now, but they still have two full lengths and some EPs. So I mean, that's a good one. You brought them up yourself. What's the goddamn question?
Are there any?
Oh, Necron. You know what? Is that Eric from fucking Autopsy? People keep asking me, or do they sound like Autopsy? Remember when they did their first release and stuff? I listened to it. Then they did that full length, 2 years ago or so? And I didn't listen to people were saying, check it out. And even Jamie's like, yeah, it's good. It's good. It reminds me of, I'm pretty sure this is what he said. Reminds me of like Autopsy Mental Funeral. I'm like, well, you just turned me the fuck off because I think Autopsy Mental Funeral is AKA Mental Snoozerol. I'm a Severed Survival guy and demos only for Autopsy. The rest I think is boring as fucking shit. Too slow for me. So if it sounds anything like that, that's kind of why I probably didn't check it out. But I know I listened to, I want to say it was like a mini CD that came out first, and I remember listening and just not thinking much of it. So,
One guy in the replies mentioned Cryptic Void.
yeah, I know the name,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've listened to them either.
No.
Oh, as far as other bands, what I recommend, I mean, the only one I keep is like a broken fucking record that I really like. I mean, I don't really, it's old school. I mean, I put Carcass in the fucking gore grind category, at least for the first two albums, as Pharmacist, because it sounds just like that, but obviously that's old school, late 80s. I think the first two, the last one was okay. The first two, Skeletal Remains, that was old school stuff that I thought was good. Definitely, I thought those were good. Similar to like fucking Death, Asphyx, shit like that. Another band similar to that is called Morphin or Morphine. I mean, Morfin. I believe the album's called Inoculation. The cover looks like kind of would be like a gore grind album, but I thought that was really good. Trying to think old school, newer bands that I definitely liked. Especially ones that people don't fucking know. Skeletal Remains, they seem to be getting kind of fucking bigger. We kind of just put out their CD. They're kind of like 90s style death metal, Church of Disgust. I thought that I thought they were a solid band. I didn't like they blew my socks off, but I thought the new album was really, really good. I thought that was probably their best effort, not because it's on Hell's, just because I just enjoyed it the most. It came out, I was like, yeah, this is a good solid album. So Church of Disgust. When I remember that first band, they did their demo. I think they sent us, or maybe we just got them in. Like I got a CDR of it or whatever of their demo, and I saw Church of Disgust. I'm like, oh, was it sound like Nunslaughter? Because that's a Nunslaughter song. And it didn't sound anything like Nunslaughter. Just kind of like 90s death metal. So them, put them in there. Newer bands, old school style death metal that I recommend. Who else? Definitely drawing a blank, and I'll fucking think of it probably once we end off this video. But yeah, that's what's coming to my mind.
This question is from Gorehound.
He comments all the time.
He said, question for the wife. What's your opinion on J-Dog's use of PEDs and him being on the bodybuilding lifestyle? I mean, he was upfront with me the first week we met. He didn't hide anything. He told me what it was about, and as long as he does it safely, I don't really care. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't really smoke. He comes home every night. He doesn't gamble. There's nothing else. So as long as he's going to the doctor, which he does all the time, he gets his blood work checked, I don't have a problem. And I also lift and go to the gym every day. I lift with him. He's my lifting partner, my training partner. So if anything, I think it brings us closer together than most couples are, because they have their separate thing, the metal world and the bodybuilding lifestyle. We are both in, so I think it works out good for us.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is because like I really, really watch my health. Like, just give you an idea, including like my dermatologist appointment this year. I think I've been to the doctor just in 2022 4 times,
Yeah.
just alone this year. So
We've
there's
done your
like
blood work twice this year,
3 times actually.
3 times
Yeah,
full blood work, so we
yeah.
know what's
So
going
I've
on.
had an ultrasound this year, my liver and kidneys, keep an eye on those and things like that. So like, yeah, things are like really strongly monitored. There's a couple other tests I want to do, like a calcium CT score, so like that. It's, they're kind of like supposedly it's kind of easy to order, but I just find that a little hard to believe. But uh, I know like cardiac CT scans and echocardiograms, what I like to do. You got to kind of like bullshit your way around things to get the doctor to order those. Because basically, unless you got a heart attack, they're not going to do it. But I think everyone should kind of do it, especially if you're over the age of 30. Just kind of like check out because you could have just some genetic anomaly and like you don't know what the fuck's going on, and and the average person that doesn't work out or whatever, they don't even get their fucking blood work done ever, and yet they wonder why they have a heart attack from fucking plaque buildup in the arteries, arteriosclerosis at age 40 or so, or age 45. It's
Right.
like, dude, you're walking around with a fucking LDL goddamn cholesterol of 165 and a goddamn HDL of 30. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? I mean, that's literally how it's done. And it's like, you could have, that was so easily to be fixed. If you would have monitored this shit when you since you're 25, you'd still be alive. So it's because people that aren't even watching their shit. So mine's closely watched.
Right.
So
And not only that, but I think like when you're an 18-year-old guy or the first time you pick up a weight and you start PEDs right away, it's not beneficial for you and it's stupid. So Justin did all his research and he waited until he was
27,
25 or
27.
27.
So it's only like 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely nothing. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, so yeah, that's where I stand on that one. This is Adam Shelneback.
Novak. Yeah,
Shelneback.
that's the guy I did the interview with on his with a phone, the super fucking crazy,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
crappy
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
We get Craig recorded, but that's like the best we got. But that's him because he has his own YouTube channel.
All right, so he said favorite carcass clone, for lack of a better term, of all time.
I would say of all time of all bands, it'd have to be Hemorrhage.
Yeah, that's one of the
It's,
choices.
yeah, I would say Hemorrhage because I like every single Hemorrhage album, and Hemorrhage is one of my all-time favorite bands in general. They don't have a dud in the catalog.
General surgery.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem with General Surgery was a couple things. One, they pulled that fucking Archgoat Misfits fucking nonsense. We're back.
Oh, yeah.
After they
Right,
just did
right.
an necrology EP in '91, I think that was, and then they came back in the early 2000s, so they're gone for well over 10 years. And even when they came back, I did like the stuff like Left Hand Pathology, the split with County Medical Examiners. I did like that stuff, but none of it was as good as Necrology. That Necrology EP is one of the fucking best EPs ever in my book, and none of it came to. It wasn't as good as that. Not of any all the 7 inch they did post, and I like it all. There's a couple things I'm missing. I definitely don't own everything, some of the later stuff, but nothing was as good as that. So, but as far as Hemorrhage, pretty consistent across the fucking board. So,
So this is no, ma'am. I mean, no pleasure. J Dog, please stick to making solo videos. Oh, your name says it all, baby.
he's another guy that's in the dick. He does not know the bun.
Sorry. It's not like I'm going to be on all of them.
He's not. He's not in the tits.
Fun.
He's not in the tits and ass. He's just in the dick.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Oh, I love that Goat Man came to my aid here.
What do you say?
He says that I'm really not that bad. I'm slowly getting better over time. I've never been in front of a camera before, so this is new for me, and I'm doing the best that I can. So, growing pains, I guess, guys. And then that's the last comment out of this one.
Let's go to the next video in line. I know the video I left off on the next. I didn't proofread it all. If you go to videos, is necrophobic sucks ass or kicking ass. Is that what I called it? Yeah, necrophobic kicking ass or sucking ass, and that was 2 weeks ago. 1.2K views, and Yes. Only 65 pathetic ass comments. So let's see what the fuck's in there.
All right, so I'll just
I just
start.
put question marks. That's what I do.
All right.
Unless it's something completely just dumb and irrelevant that nothing to say about. Sometimes you get those.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a lot of, love your recommendations. All right, here, Austin Cox, Yo J Dog, why do you think there isn't more of a crossover between metal and bodybuilding? It always made sense in my head. Both are extreme interests and lifestyles that exist on the fringe of society. Most bodybuilders listen to the worst garbage while training, and the few that do seem to like metal usually listen to modern metalcore type shit. Always found it odd that there isn't more of a crossover.
I've always thought the exact same thing, actually. And if you think it's bad about what they listen to at the gym, you need to go to some of the shows. Like I remember, like the pro shows, going to the Olympian stuff, and guys like Dexter Jackson and shit when they do their posing routine. Man, they especially when it's the finals, because prejudging it's usually whatever the vendor or whatever is just playing in the background that they're posing to. But the finals is when they do their own routine and they're the posing music. They choose their own music, and like guys like Dexter Jackson, I'm like, pick the gayest fucking shit imaginable. I'm like, dude, why would you even pick this? Like, this is like
Yeah, it's
really
bad.
bad.
It's real bad.
So I mean, I'm not even talking like, oh, pick fucking some Olympus thing, at least something with a beat. I was like, this is just horrible. I was like something to like pick up the crowd or something. And as far as the two going together, I agree. Like a lot of the metalheads watching shit like that have no interest in bodybuilding and shit like that, and they'll rip on it, especially when you see the guys just basically fucking naked on stage. Oh, this is fucking gay and blah blah blah. It's like, no, first off, dude, I'm completely comfortable with my sexuality. I can look at another guy and be like, okay, I'm not getting fucking wood, and I'm not thinking about fucking him in the ass. So what's the problem? I'm not gay, and I'm not getting turned on by him. So who the fuck cares? So that's a dumbass excuse. But it's where I go hand in hand because it's super fucking extreme.
Right.
I mean, to reach that level of stuff, it's extreme. And what's metal? Everett's always trying to push the boundaries, being extreme. So neither one of them are for the faint of heart. You know what I mean? So I think they both go fucking hand in hand. And like hell, listen to heavy music and lift heavy fucking weights. What the hell don't is not to like?
We've seen a couple guys. One guy definitely posed to Metallica. Remember
Oh,
that?
I didn't remember that. You remember who?
No, it was like an up and coming guy. He posed Metallica, and then somebody else. I feel like it was Pantera.
I could see that, but I can't think of
And
whoever
I
did.
feel like I
Okay.
looked at you and I was like, "Is this Pantera?" And you were like, "Yeah, this is Pantera." And I was like, "Oh well, all right, it was better than that gay shit that he
Yeah,
was
I remember
listening
Dexter's
to."
another guy who I like, a current guy competing. Um, he's hit or miss though. It shows his last two. He was fucking. It was a debacle for him. But is Justin Rodriguez, who's one of my current favorite pros, and he poses the gayest shit imaginable too. Like, dude, what are you fucking doing? Like at that point, like just pick something that's kind of popular that the crowd will kind of get into at that point. Just pick something. You know what I mean? And fucking Snake decided to crash the goddamn video.
He wants to jump on the computer.
Oh yeah, that's no
Stop
good.
it.
He's gonna knock down the goddamn camera.
All right,
Big
this
fat boy.
is JG 1988. J Dog questions. Favorite instrumental? Question mark. Name your top three extreme metal vocalists.
Favorite instrumental. I mean, that's hard to say right out the gate, but two that are popping in my mind that I really like is SOD. The first track was at March of SOD, and Ghoul Ghetto Blasters off their last album, which is funny because the rest of the album, Dungeon Masters, that's definitely by far my least favorite Ghoul album. I thought the songs just weren't as catchy and memorable, and it's just it's good. But the opening track, the instrumental Ghetto Blasters, I thought was fucking phenomenal. Very SOD-ish sounding. And favorite, what was the goddamn question?
Top three extreme metal vocalists.
I mean, picking albums. I mean, Chris Barnes and Tomb of the Mutilated. That'd be one. Tomb of the Mutilated vocals. The dual combo between Bill Steer and Jeff Walker and Carcass Wicked Putrefaction. Um, I always love Will Rauner's vocals and Mortician, just how low they are.
That's more than three.
Oh, what did he say?
You'd have three.
Those three coming my top of my head.
This is Chew Face. How many employees do you have? Do you or your brothers ever pack orders? Dustin does all the packing.
No, I don't do all the packing. I mean, I kind of make
the big orders.
Yeah, I'll pack up the big boy orders, and then basically we have a guy that's hired, and he just gets all the simple stuff, and I just pull it. Yeah, single. So, for example, like if we get like to have 100 single LP orders in one day is not uncommon, and that's just monotonous or whatever. The monkey can do it, so he does those.
I also pack.
Yeah, she'll pack when needed and step in. But yeah, I definitely do pack. So me, Eric, and Chase never do. I don't even think Chase even has ever touched a tape gun in his life.
Well, it's not.
No, it's not me. Yeah, because one time there was a comments in the. I think it was on a fucking Nuclear Now thread or something, and somebody was saying they got fucked up pack or whatever. Like, yeah, Hulse Headbangers know how to pack. And some guy put in the comments, Chase knows how to pack a record. And even he saw that. He was laughing his ass off. He's like, Chase has never packed a record in his life. So it's just because it's funny. You know how sometimes people come in like, just in general, even with the negative stigma of Hell's Headbangers, they come in like talking like law, like they know what's going on. Right. Hell's Headbangers owns their own vinyl pressing machine. That was a rumor like years ago and shit like that. Yeah, they pressed the fucking Ghouls split with Brody's Militia or whatever. Like, what are you even talking about? Like just random rumors. I mean, to be honest, whenever we see those, the three of us, we just get a fucking good laugh. Right. But they're saying it like it's fact. I'm like, how would you never even been in a warehouse? Like, what are you talking? Where's this information coming from? So it's just kind of funny. So they don't use the word I think or I got a gut feeling. No, they're thrown out there like it's a factual statement. So what was his goddamn question?
Well, he asked if they pack, but like I think before you answer, I think people think there's more people working at the warehouse. How many employees do you have?
At the warehouse, if you count yourself and myself, and on a daily basis that's down there is 5? Yep. So then if you count Eric and Chase, it's 7. If you count owners, so the owner, that's 7 people involved. Then if you count like Nathan Burke, 10, 7, it's 9. And then if you count Anna, it's 10. So about 10, so 11 people for sure are on the are in cahoots of fucking getting the.
But at the warehouse every day, that's
correct. That we see. Yeah, if you're to go down there, it's about 5 people.
Maybe even 4 sometimes.
Correct.
Poser Metal Records. It's time for J-Dog to host a Discord channel so we can talk shit and share our homeboy stories. We don't know what Discord really is.
I don't know what it is, but I do. I technically have the download version because that's how me, Eric, and Chase do our fucking meetings.
Right. Our fun is on it all the time.
But other than that, I just know they just told me basically, hey, Dum Dum, download it here, and I did. And I couldn't figure out, like just click on the chat thing, and then the Hell's Headbangers icons, they just click on that, and I clicked on that's it. So that's all I use it for. So I wouldn't even know, like, videos and shit on how to do it. I'm fucking clueless. I mean, what would be even the point? What's wrong with YouTube? Because if I could do it, it's for an audience. I mean, does Discord have an audience now? Do they have it's like YouTube? I don't even know. I have no idea.
I think it's just like almost doing a live, but it's not.
Maybe that's what Francisco uses. He just sends me a link. Check out goddamn Francisco's podcast. Just did it the other day. Goddamn it, jamming out all badass. Don't give me this shit I can't find either. Search in this. Put in the search. Jamming out all badass. J-Dog. Goddamn it, you'll find it. Don't search it out. Goddamn it, go watch it. It was a banger. I think he just sends me a link through email, click it, and I just open it. I have no idea what it's through or anything. Maybe it's through this. I have no fucking clue. But the connection was always good. It doesn't cut out or anything like that, so it always worked real well. But we'll make that the last
I think it's like not mediated, like where you can just say whatever you want with somebody. Nobody can like take it down.
Yeah, no pussy's getting right, like yeah. That's why I kind of I don't censor what I say on here, but I do PG it a little bit when I see some shit that might get some fucking panties up in the notch. I'll PG it a little bit because I don't want my shit taken down. But I try to keep it as raw and fucking how I would say it in person too. But I might be a little bit more in depth on some stuff in person. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's their platform, they own it. Right. So who the fuck am I to tell them what they can and can't do? Lucky to just have it, right? So gonna make that the last goddamn one though. We're 24 fucking minutes. We got more vids to shoot. Goddamn it. So you know what to do. Comments, questions, concerns. Leave them in there. Goddamn it. Especially when you leave more comments, we've already been over this. Keeps the algorithm going up. At least that Francisco told me. Unless he's full of fucking shit, but it's made sense to me. So leave him in there, goddamn it. Put him in there and I'll get him answered 6 a.m., goddamn it. See you tomorrow. Later.